taking some time to take a very quick look at what we have to offer you and your students for your biology course. So I'm at an instructor resource site. I'm actually in Eric's, and I set this up. Okay, you guys currently use OpenStax, and I think it's worked adequately for you. We have some things that might make it work even better. So we have our own OpenStax coordinated mind tap. And this is nowhere near as powerful as our regular mind tap, but it might have some features that are of interest to you. And the cost is extremely low. So this is like a student dashboard. Now, one thing to realize with this, students would get this free if they already have Cengage Unlimited from their other classes. All right, so there'd be a dashboard, and it's going to make things very easy for students to find and to manipulate. They can go up here and find their various things. All right, lists all the competencies that are covered in the book, and here's the content. And now we have the OpenStax book here, so they could look at the full text, but students oftentimes want to look at just a chapter or so. So we can click here on the cell chapter, and it's all broken down, their readings. So they don't have to necessarily click and have this one big reading. Now, when they click on this, this is just going to take them to their OpenStax book. Okay, nothing unique here. It's the same book. They can't highlight or do any of those things in it. All right. So what do we add? Well, we've added a few videos, and you can click on these to look at them. So right in the reading, there's going to be an appropriate video. So there's a video here, and then there's a concept check quiz at the end that can get graded. So it organizes stuff. It breaks things down for students. It'll have some videos and concept check for each section. So notice there's a video in lesson 4.3, concept check. Now we're in chapter 4 yet. Here's another video. So it does add all those things. There's a place where they can list all their assignments. These are the different things that we have in each chapter. So now we could set this up through inclusive access at Bismarck for just $21. So that gives them their ebook, which is free. Naturally, they could get it in their other way, but it's all together. It's all in a very nice, easy to use way. Plus, it has some of these extra features. So I wanted you to be aware of that. Let me know if you have any interest in it or have any questions. Now, I'd like you to take another 2 minutes and take a look at what we have to offer. So this is one of our Intro to Biology books. I'm going to go very quickly here, but this is, of course, available to students under Cengage Unlimited. Otherwise, I think it's about $70 that we can do it through inclusive access. So real quickly, we'll look at that same unit, chapter 3. This is our newest mind tap, so it has some really nice features. So every chapter starts out, why is this important to me? And this is just a nice reading activity, but why do I care? All right. And just to let you know, one difference in the ebook is how students can highlight things. Let's see here. If I look at our structure, students can highlight, they can color it, it can be read to them. So that helps meet some disability things. Instructor can highlight it, and it can go to everybody's book. And it can also, as I said, be read. So that's a real quick look at the ebook. So then after the ebook, we have a section called Learn It. And this is probably the newest feature of our mind taps. And I think it's really cool. Students have trouble reading and following along with stuff. So this has a 2-pane delivery system. They're going to read something over here. And right over here, they answer questions. So what's Johnny going to do? Well, he's probably not going to read this first. He's going to look at this question. What structure? And then he's going to go over here and try to read and find the answer. All right. So it's a way of them learning it in a very non-threatening way. So every chapter is going to have 3 of these different topics with answers over here. And just to give you an idea of how they look. So this is meant to be a little bit more student friendly. as they go about it. So that's called the learn it activities. And then under apply it, we have what I would call your more traditional homework, although it might not look quite as traditional. So this one has to do with understanding surface volume. They compare a cell to a city and the fence and how much the diameter is, etc. And so they ask questions about that. All right. And then they get into some cell theory questions, and there might be some labeling. And then when students are all done answering their questions, they will submit it. Okay, we're going to submit it anyway. And then once they've submitted it, then it'll let them go through it and try it again. Okay. And when they try it again, it'll oftentimes give them a little different answers. Now, right under where they get it wrong, if you click on these three dots, this was new. I didn't find it right away, but it gives an explanation or feedback. So not only does it count it wrong, but it gives them some extra feedback. So a great learning experience. Now, if I click on try it again, they get a similar problem, but not the same. So that's a very quick look. It doesn't matter what chapter you're at. They have the same type of activities for each chapter. Feel free to explore. I'd be very happy to go over it with you in more detail if you guys have any interest at all. Thank you and have a tremendous day.